The other day I did a video about the top 5 fails of the PS4 this generation, and you know, just being me, I figured I better even the score and do the top 5 for the Xbox One as well. It'd be completely foolish to believe that the Xbox One wasn't without its failings, wasn't without its issues. So I'm going to do the top 5 failures of the Xbox One this generation. These aren't really in any particular order, by the way. So first thing is the Xbox One reveal. Obviously, this was a big no-no. A lot of people confused the reveal with the E3 of 2013, which the E3 was actually very games-oriented, games. And to their credit, they were upfront and said, it's a two-part thing. We're going to talk about all the features and things like that, and some games at the reveal, and then at E3 it's going to be all games, and that's what they did. But the problem was, Sony had a really spectacular showing when they showed off the PS4, and it was 100% games focused. And when Microsoft was talking about other things and just the way they showed off the TV aspects and the snap aspects and the multimedia aspects and didn't focus 100% on the games, some people didn't like that. So that's probably the thing that sticks out to most people's minds, and in fact it's got so muddied in people's minds that they confused the reveal with the E3, which the E3 was actually really great. Next up, the price at launch. The price at launch was absolutely horrendous. You had a $100 price difference between your closest competitor with the PS4, and you also had a PS4 that was much more powerful. So obviously that puts you at a real disadvantage, even though they sold pretty good right at launch. But then again, you know, look where we're at now, so not looking so good. And again, a lot of the issues that the Xbox One had were years ago and things that aren't really relevant nowadays, but still, if you're honest, you have to mention the price at being a huge difference. Next up, having Kinect in every single version of the console. When Xbox One launched at $499, again, $100 more expensive than the PS4, it had Kinect with every single one, and there was that stigma that, you know, people wanted to spy on you and all this kind of nonsense, which basically was that. It was just nonsense. But at the same time, you know, it's easy to believe that stuff and find reasons to hate on that, and people didn't want the Kinect. Hardcore gamers weren't interested, and so this turned them off of the Xbox One, and a lot of them, just out of anger, went with the PS4 instead. So yeah, huge issue right there. Next up, canceled games. Obviously, this is a bit of a thing that's multiple games that I'm rolling into one. This could also be changed to announcing games too early, but they did cancel, you know, Scalebound, Fable Legends, Phantom Dust. There's probably some other ones in there as well, but again, a lot of the problem with these are they were announced far too early, and I think the case of like Scalebound, I guess the hype was a little bit too much. People were expecting so much, and I'm not sure that it was going to be what people expected. Maybe it wasn't even going to be a AAA, who knows, but at the end of the day, that game is gone. Phantom Dust, Fable Legends, all gone. Hopefully we get a new Fable here soon, but yeah, those are huge failures this generation by Xbox. And last but not least, talking up cloud compute so early in the generation just really seemed kind of foolish. There were some like outrageous claims, you know, it's like 32 Xbox One or 32 Xbox Ones combined and all this kind of stuff. It was kind of lame. Made themselves into a bit of a joke. I get that. At the same time, it really kind of off-puts it to where they can't even mention when they do use it. Like they use it in Halo 5 for some of the games. They use it in Gears of War 4. In fact, you wouldn't even be able to do the Horde mode without it because it's actually doing cloud computations off-site. They use it in terms of servers for all their games, the drivatars, everything. So they do use it to really good success. It's just you can't really talk about it as a selling point now because it's turned into such a joke. These are the 5 reasons. Anyway, I think that the Xbox One has really rebounded well from these things. I'm very curious to hear what you guys have to say. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe, share this on social media because YouTube decides that they don't really like doing that very much anymore. Thanks if you enjoy it. I appreciate it. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.